Hello and welcome back to another JLecture for the month of March of 2023. This one's entitled Cybersecurity, Online Privacy for Beginners, and we'll be going over some very basic things in cybersecurity that a lot of people don't really pay attention to or choose not to pay attention to. So if you're interested in sort of protecting your data online, especially if you're doing some sort of cryptocurrency trading or you're running an e-commerce or social media marketing business like me, you want to get some of these things touched down upon so that you have a better chance at actually succeeding. So first of all, the details slash the objective of this presentation. Cybersecurity and online privacy are important for protecting personal information and sensitive data from cyber threats. Cyber threats may be anything like malware or attacks or password guessers, also known as brute forcing. So as more and more of our daily activities are conducted online, it's very crucial to have at least a basic understanding of cybersecurity and online privacy, something beyond what we've been taught traditionally because that is outdated and doesn't work anymore. So, in order to teach you something that does work nowadays, first of all, we have to define cybersecurity. So, cybersecurity involves protecting computer systems, networks, and data from unauthorized access or attack. A lot of the time, this used to be done in these major, headquarters or these facilities which had a lot of computers, but over time, the devices in our individual homes have become more linked as we upgraded from G4 to G5. The motto has sort of been interconnecting different devices so that they are able to function with each other like one artificial organism. That is also one of the key points of AI or artificial intelligence training in the modern day. So multiple components working and calling together each other at once is becoming more of the default in programming. So as you learn to protect computer systems, networks, and data from unauthorized access or attack, you find that data is often consolidated in computer systems and networks, which themselves have become more accessible. They're more frequent in people's homes. They're more available at their offices. When they're working, they often are using multiple devices at once, which are transferring information from one another. So every single individual device is a point that you need to touch upon, because if one part of the network goes like blank, then the other parts will go blank too. You can't only protect one thing while not looking out for the other devices on the network, as that can easily cause a security flaw. Cyber threats can include viruses, malware, which expand to other kinds of programs that are malicious for your computer, phishing attacks, and hacking. And hacking is obviously trying to insert malware into someone's network in an attempt to get sensitive information or get access to that network. So good cybersecurity practices include using strong passwords, first of all. So making an array of different characters, or use one of those password hashing programs that I use for a lot of my accounts, or apps like Authy and two-factor authentication. Regularly updating software, obviously, so you stay up to date on the latest security improvements and you aren't years behind. And being cautious of suspicious emails or links. So obviously, most people know not to touch those. Online privacy. So online privacy in a greater sense, not only just communicating online, but also using technology properly to your benefit, involves protecting personal information from being accessed or used without one's consent. And online privacy threats can include identity theft, data breaches, as well as online tracking, when someone tracks your information for the internet. Good online privacy practices include using privacy settings on social media, so making your accounts on like Instagram private, being cautious of sharing personal information online, so not attaching too much stuff to your name, as well as using virtual private networks or VPNs when accessing public Wi-Fi. And VPNs are relatively free nowadays, and you can use them for a lot of different things, so I highly recommend getting one, as it can sort of encrypt your trail online, which can be very helpful for you, especially if you're traveling abroad or you don't want anyone accessing your information. Very good stuff. Haven't gotten a sponsorship offer from one yet. Very mad about that. Seething coping. Passwords. So passwords are a critical aspect of cybersecurity as well, as we all know. Good password practices include using strong passwords that are difficult to guess. So passwords which are difficult to decipher, using a unique password for each account, and avoiding common phrases or words instead opting for trails of characters and complex symbols that no one would ever guess, and someone would have to brute force for a really long time. Consider using password managers to generate and store complex passwords securely, because they allow you to get very difficult to guess passwords, and you can link them up on your phone now. So if you have a difficult to guess password on your computer, you don't need to save it in the notepads on your phone. You can actually link the two together these days, which is naturally very helpful in the long run. So next, software updates. Regularly updating software is one of the essential things for good cybersecurity. Software updates often contain important security patches which protect against vulnerabilities, and you ideally should set up automatic updates or check for updates regularly to ensure software is up to date. Devices in modern day like iPhones and MacBooks do this automatically, but if you have a Windows computer, you need to manually upgrade it from time to time, so remember to do that. Next up, social engineering. So social engineering would be the practice of manipulating individuals into divulging confidential information, and common social engineering tactics include phishing emails, pretexting, as well as baiting. So be cautious of suspicious emails or links, and avoid sharing personal information with unknown individuals. And next, a little bit more about VPNs. So VPNs are what they call virtual private networks. VPNs can help protect online privacy by encrypting internet traffic and hiding the IP addresses by connecting to another IP address. VPNs can be useful when using public Wi-Fi or accessing sensitive information, and research and choose a reputable VPN provider. Make sure to do that to ensure the best protection. There's a lot of different VPNs out there now, like Proton VPN or NordVPN, but ideally you should strive for something that is cheap and effective, as you can connect to a variety of different servers and switch easily. These are also available for phones now, so if you ever feel like using a VPN on your phone or trying to access information available in another country, that can be easily done with a VPN. You basically link up to a server, and that server serves as your browsing algorithm for you. It's just a little bit slower, but it's also a really good tool. So, in a conclusion, cybersecurity and online privacy are essential for protecting personal information as well as sensitive data from cyber threats. So implementing good cybersecurity and online privacy practices can help minimize risks and protect against cyber threats. And by understanding the basics of cybersecurity, as well as online privacy, which is not that understood these days, we can navigate the digital world more confidently and safely. So if that's something that's on your mind, or if you're looking to protect your online information, cybersecurity and the basics of it is definitely something you should keep in mind. And there's a lot more literature and videos available on it online. Thank you for watching this basic introduction. I hope you enjoyed this JLecture. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.